Hi everybody, it's Linda from the Crafting Depot, and today is Thursday, and I'll be putting this video up tomorrow, but what I wanted to do is something really simple that I think we can all do. So I took this paper, it's packing paper, from a friend who I was helping move, and I have so much of it. I mean, there's rolls and rolls of it. So it's always good to recycle stuff and reuse them. So I was playing with the paper and I put down some acrylic paints and this is what it looked like. So let's experiment with the paper and see what we can come up with. And then we can use these pieces, just tear them off. When you want to add something, you can make snippets out of them. And it's endless what we can do, collaging, snippets. So let's just play around, and that's what we do here. We play with paper and paint and pens, black pens. So what I'm going to do is rip off some of this paper. Let's go like that, and we'll just experiment. What you want to do is roll this up, and really the more wrinkled it is, the better. So you just want to really wrinkle it good, and that gives it some nice texture. So what I did over there was I used acrylic paints, and now I have some distress inks. So let's take the distress inks out that I have, and one of my favorites here is this, if you can see it, Festive Berries. I really like that one. So this one seems to hold a lot of ink in comparison to my other inks. So let's just go through it like this and rub it around and get different textures. And these will look super nice when you're making snippets and things for your journals. So we added that. And now what we could do on top of that, if we choose, is just add a little bit of, what was this one? We're just going to see what this looks like. It's called Gathered Twigs. So here we go. Just putting a little gathered twigs in here. And now we have this kind of a look. Okay, so that's one. And that's one if you're interested in that, for your journal. Let me turn on this light. Okay, we got more light. So that was the Festive Berries and the Gathered Twigs. And we're going to move that over to the side. Then we're going to go grab, let's rip this off, and let's get another chunk of some brown paper bag. And for anybody that doesn't go on Amazon but has a friend that does, ask them to just hold on to some of this for you, and you can use it in your journals, because journaling is not cheap. Making these books are not a cheap, craft, as we all know. Buying things, they accumulate and they add up. So whenever you can try and find a way to utilize materials and recycle them from the recycle bin, let's do it. Okay, so we tried that. Let's try the, what is this? This is, I can't even read it. Oh, carved pumpkin. You can't see it because it's got some blue over it. So let's do the carved pumpkin. Looks like that. And I really like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. And that looks pretty cool. And what we could do, along with this, is maybe take a take a brush. Let's see how that works. And I'm going to get a piece of white scrap paper. Okay, I'm going to use this scrap paper. And I'm just going to put, let me move this over. So there's no thinking to this. I'm just doing this impromptu. I'm going to put a little black here. Cover that up. And I'm going to squirt some water on it to really water it down. And I know I have a problem sometimes getting the paint on here, but let's see what happens. Yep, it's coming on and it looks pretty cool. So we'll do one side. And as you can see, it's very messy. There we go. Just going to hit it. And that really looks cool. Let's get some more paint. And I like that. This is going to look great. Let's do a little bit more. Just hit it. Let me move these. I have to warn you, this is very messy. You really should be putting down like some protection. Plastic. There we go. There we go. And move that up more. Let's go up here. Get most of it on the... Okay. So there's another look. Okay, so that's that. Let me see. I always have tissues. I never have tissues when I need them. I got to really start prepping better. Okay, so that is how it looks with the carved pumpkin. And I don't know if you can see it, the orange. So I'm going to move that to the side. And we're going to take some more paper. And we're going to crush it up. Really get it nice and wrinkled. The more wrinkled, the better. And now what I want to do is add the gold paint. Okay, so let's get some gold paint. And we need another piece of paper because we have a lot of black. Okay, and then we'll spray it down with some water. And then I have a makeup brush here. I just want to show you my little guy. Look at what a good boy he is. You're such a good boy. Your mama loves you, right? Yes, she does. He's always by my side in the craft room with me. That's my little guy, Baxter. Okay, so I put some gold. What was the name of that paint? I'm sorry. I should have put this up here. So this is called Acrylic Paint Metal 14 karat gold paint. I don't believe it's 14 karat gold, but what I'm going to do is rub it all over and give this a really cool... Oh, I'm loving this. This is really nice. And this would look really super nice on our junk journals. Very nice. Beautiful. And there we go. We're going to cover this up. And I'll definitely be using this on my snippets. Let's get this all around. See if any more is coming up. just squeeze that out. There we go. Get every bit of it. We want to use up all our paint. We don't want to waste anything because everything's expensive. So we want to utilize everything. There we go. I like that. It might be a good idea to wear rubber gloves when you're doing this, you know, because it does get all over. You know, if you're concerned about that, I would definitely wear rubber gloves. Okay, so we got a nice gold texture. Now, what would we like to put on this? Maybe a little tiny bit of some green over it. Let's see how that looks, and we'll water that down. And let's use the other side. Let's get that, and we'll just put that sporadically around. Oh my God, that looks really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. That looks really nice. And that's going to look very nice. Probably my favorite one so far. So that was, what did I say that was? This is real green acrylic paint. And these are not expensive paints. Okay, let's see what we can get off of here. And just lightly put a little haze of green over the gold. Really nice. And just rub that around. So now we took an ordinary packing slip. I probably should get rid of some of this here. Maybe smooth it out. So now we have this look. And that's going to look really cool. So let's try another one. So we're going to get another piece of the packing slip. And we're going to do the same thing. Smush it all together. Oh, and I want to show you something I got. I ordered a color wheel. So I got to figure out how to use it. So I think if you're on orange, the color that goes with orange, I believe, is blue-green. So you can kind of turn the wheel and find the opposite color. So that's going to come in handy. I'm probably going to put that somewhere, maybe on the wall. I think right up here. Might go somewhere on the wall over here for easy access. Okay. So one day I'll have to show you my craft room. It's just a small little itty bitty room. I don't know, it might be like 10 by 10, maybe smaller. I'm not 100% sure. I probably have to measure it. But I utilize every space possible, and I don't have a lot of stuff, but I have plenty of stuff. Because I've seen other craft rooms, and they definitely have a lot more than me, but I have plenty of stuff to get going. You don't really need a lot. You just need something, you know, some stuff. Okay, so now we're on to a different color. So let's get another piece of scrap paper from the bin here. Okay, this was something that I was playing with watercolors when I was at Pam's house watching Sunny, which I'll be doing this weekend. Okay, so I don't want to use that. Let me get another sponge. So I reuse my sponges. I just wash them out and reuse them, and they're fine. So here's another one, and these will be going into the sink later. So, I love these colors. So this magenta, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Okay, and it's very watery, as you can see. And we'll just add some more water to it. And we will reuse, whoops, okay, we will reuse this sponge and just go like that. And it might be a little bit heavy, but that's okay. It kind of gives it like a leathery look. Very nice. Let's get some more. Maybe I won't put water in here. Let's try this. And then just rub that down. And just go over things like that. You know, and don't worry about like this part's too heavy and, you know, this isn't, because when you use this paper, you're going to be ripping it. So nobody's going to see that that side's a little bit heavier than this side. So you'll have different textures and it's fine. I think it looks great. It's just like the animals in the wild, you know, they have different spots. And there we go. So what I want to do with this one, where did I put my other, oh, I definitely, you know what, let's see what happens. Let's just do one side. Okay, that's that. Got that look going. We'll just dab it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try, okay, this is another bottle of metallic pure gold. Let's use that up. Put that here. I think this bottle's like almost empty. Try and get the last drop out of it. Okay, there we go. And this one I'm going to water down. And I'm going to use the same sponge I did before. And I'm going to go over here. See what this looks like. Okay. So we got different textures. That's a little heavy. Let's try to go a little lighter. And over here we'll just do lightly dabbing. So you don't have as heavy as you do over here. And then let's get some more here. And let's see. Lightly touch it. There we go. I really love the gold. I am partial to the gold. And just lightly. There we go. So now we have that look. Let's put some more here. And I'm just lightly brushing, trying to pick up the areas where it's all crinkled, wrinkled. And that looks really cool. So now, you know, you got this area over here with the black, and then you have it over here with the gold. So that's another look. And let's see, what else can we do? All right, did we do green? Yes, we did green. Let's try this one. This is Triple Bay Blue. Okay, so that'll be a different look. And actually that looks like, let's try this. Salvage Patina. Let's see how that looks. And we can compare them. We can do the distressed oxide, and then we can do, what we can do is rip this in half and see the difference let's see the difference between the distressed ink side and the acrylic side. Let's see how they come out. Okay, so we'll flip that over. You don't want these pieces interfering with the other piece. Okay, distressed oxide side and the acrylic Tropic Bay Blue. And this is salvaged patina. So let's see. This one kind of comes out pretty light. I'm just going to wake it up a little. See what happens, if anything happens. Okay. Get that look. Okay, not bad. And let me just get this out of the way. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got the salvaged patina on this side. We'll close that up. And now we're going to see what it looks like with acrylic paint and which one do we like better, or if there is any difference. So let's get another piece of scrap paper and we'll move these over. Move this over. Okay, so now we're going to try, what did I say? Tropic Bay Blue acrylic paint. And it looks like I didn't cover it well enough. So I got to take this little piece off. Make sure you cover your paints. Okay, so we got a little bit there. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to give it a little water. Make it runny. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, much different. Much brighter. So I'm barely touching it to try and get the wrinkles. And I think I like the paint better. But you know what, it's optional. It's what it's personal rather. It's what you prefer, what kind of look that you're looking for. So if you're looking for something that's not as drastic and more vintage looking, you have this idea. And then you have something more bold. So there's definitely a difference between the distress ink and the acrylic paint look. So that was a great little trial. So we'll move these over. You got to see the difference. And now we're going to do one more. Let's see what happens. Bring this one up. And since it rips halfway, we're going to try yellow. I'm not so sure yellow's going to be a popular choice. But you know what? We're going to try it. I want to wrinkle this up real good. And now we have a nice wrinkled section. And then we're going to take the yellow. And we're going to put some yellow. And this is very liquidy. Okay, so we got the yellow, and we're going to spray some water on here. And we're going, can we use the same brush? Yes, we can. So we're going to mix that a little bit. And we're just going to lightly go over. The yellow is probably going to look good like in an art journal. Maybe a vintage journal. But actually it looks pretty cool. It's like in the gold family, kind of. So let's get that. Let's open that up. And I think my next video is going to be on doing snippets because I am pretty much out of it for my journals. And so that will probably be, I'm thinking about that for tomorrow. So here is the yellow, and when you wet it, you can get a little bit of yellow, you can get a light yellow. I like the bright actually better. And I'm barely touching it, you know, because I want to get those wrinkles. And that looks pretty cool. I'd like to know what colors you think would be good with yellow. Let's look at the color wheel and see what the color wheel suggests. And see if I even have it. Okay, let's get that. It's actually pretty nice. I didn't think I was going to like yellow at all, but I do. So there we go. And that's yellow. And yellow is really cool. Let's see what the color wheel tells us. Where did I put it? Oh my God, I'm a mess. So let's go. I think you're supposed to point it to yellow. And the opposite of yellow is some kind of violet, blue. Hold on, let me see if I have something dark blue. So, you know, I think every manufacturer, when they're designing colors, they come up with different names. So where did I say we were? Yellow? Okay, yellow. And somewhere over here is like a cool, it says cool violet. So I picked out purple velvet, Concord grape, and I found wild iris. I'm leaning towards the Concord grape. Let's see how that looks. And you know what? We're running out of paper, so we're going to try this. And we're just going to do one section. I'm going to put a little purple there. And we'll squirt it down. And we'll do one piece of the of the paper. So we'll start on this side. Do this section right here. See how that comes out. And we'll just go lightly. I'm not crazy about it. No, it looks kind of muddy maybe. So that's the wild, what did I say it was? No? Concord grape. Not crazy about it. Let's try the wild iris. It's kind of hard to read through the camera. So we'll try the wild iris over here. And they're pretty similar. Put that over there. We'll just get a little corner of this. I'll go like that. It's a different look. Okay, so you get a different look. And then the last one we'll try is called Purple Velvet. Purple Velvet, can you see that? It's kind of hard. Purple Velvet. Okay, here we go. Purple Velvet. Come on. Come on. There we go. Now, if you look at the palette, don't look at this one, but these three colors, they are slightly different. This one is a lot darker. So let's find a section. Here's a clean area. Try just, oh, you know what? Let's water it. Let's water it a little. And we'll dip it again. And we'll try this section. And it's just a little bit darker. Not super crazy about any of them. I think I like the yellow alone by itself. So let's recap. So these are with acrylic paints and wrinkling. And then the yellow by itself. And you know, I was thinking, how would yellow look with gold? That's my favorite one. So we need another piece of paper. And just going to try it with the gold. And which sponge did I use that had gold on it? Nope, we're going to have to get a new one. Oh, over here, here's gold. And I didn't water this down. So I'm just going to go over the yellow. I have to say the gold is by far my favorite. And this is going over the yellow. So that's it. There you have it. So this was experimentation with brown paper. This is the first one I did the other day by itself, but I think I would do the gold. This one is with distressed ink. This is with acrylic paint. It's getting camera. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Let me move this back so you can see it again. Distressed ink, acrylic paint. Move these over. This is distressed ink and acrylic paint, and then over here I did some black acrylic paint. Here's gold and green acrylic paint. Here is the orange carved pumpkin, and then some black splatters. Let me get closer. And then here is just the festive berries distressed ink. So you have wrapping paper, you know, for packaging that you can do all different types of things with. And then when you're collaging or you want to add something to your junk journal, you got these ideas. And if you don't subscribe to anybody sending you anything, just ask your friends. I mean, everybody's getting packages. I live in a condo. I walk out the door and everybody's got packages coming. So if anyone you know is getting a package with some packing paper, ask them if they'll save it for you. And you can use it in your junk journals. I hope you enjoyed this experiment, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Happy journaling and crafting. Whatever you're doing, enjoy yourself. And if you like this, please subscribe, and I look forward to hearing you all. Have a wonderful day. Okay, bye-bye. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.